Hey folks, we've probably talked about this already in class, or we have actually had a lecture on it and you've read this, and I'll pop the actual handout up in a second. But I just wanted to say hi, and I want to do a little talk about essay writing. So here's the handout. You have probably gone through many classes over the years, either in high school or college, that have told you, or your teachers have instructed you about what is in an essay. And I just want to go over the basic things that are usually found somewhere in an essay. Where they occur is up for grabs. You can find thesis statements at the bottom of paragraph 3. You can find a narrative essay on top of an analytical essay. You can find narrative examples throughout an analytical essay. So it's not that this is exactly how an essay has to look. And to some extent, you can say that forcing a structure like this on an essay limits your ability to come up with an idea. However, I just wanted to go over some of these things briefly so that they're out there and you know about them. First and foremost, and I will move this little handy handout. Here we go. You need, I better move my face too. There we go. Isn't this exciting? Okay, so we need an introduction. And you have to do a number of things. And this is true for any kind of writing. So even if you're writing a novel, you have to have something that introduces characters, what have you, and has to hook the reader in. So in an essay, typically that's in the first paragraph. The introduction includes a hook, introductory information that presents what you're writing about, which is the author of the book, the poem, what have you. And then a thesis statement, which is and we'll get to that lecture either before or after this one, but it'll be there. That is your idea plus an opinion. And you have to have an opinion about what you're writing on. Otherwise, you're just stringing together some facts. So that's an introductory paragraph. You then have a lot of body paragraphs, and it's not a 5-paragraph essay, whatever you're writing here, for whatever class you're in. Those sort of have gone away, except for maybe an in-class work, which is, they're not a bad thing to know how to do an in-class essay. But for the sake of any writing class that you're in right now, 122 to English 170 or 190, you can have as many body paragraphs as you want, or need, probably as many as you need. If you want, you could go on forever. And frankly, no teacher really wants to grade a 20-page essay. Just saying. So a body paragraph has to be a part of your thesis, meaning if I'm arguing that we need to start really enacting ecological practices in the home in order to stave off global warming, and there are practical things we can do, I'm going to break my practical things we can do into little bits and pieces throughout my essay so that you can see my full argument. So body paragraphs present a strong idea that you begin through discussion, which isn't English actually, but it's there in my handout, and argue. So in your body paragraph, you have your idea, topic, sentence. You have your thoughts. You have proof, which is the essay, probably quotes from the essay that you've been reading or the research that you've done, and then you end with your great idea. 1 or 2 hints about body paragraphs. Don't start body paragraphs with other people's ideas, i.e. quotes. Start with your own strong idea. And again, don't end the body paragraph with somebody else's ideas. End with your idea, where you've really wrapped up that little bit of the discussion. And you have as many as you'd like. You need a conclusion that reiterates your thesis. It doesn't restate it. I did have one student one semester who copied and pasted her thesis and then just put it down in her conclusion. But that, while expedient, that wasn't really the right way to go about it. You restate. You write it in different words, what you were trying to do. You may then sort of summarize what you did, but then you have some fun in the conclusion. You can end with a story. You can end with a quote. You can ask a big question. there's kind of some free range and a conclusion to really sort of figure out what you were finally trying to say and sum it up for us. Let's see. I have some really great links on the site that help you with formatting, and that's the MLA guidelines, and you really need to do that with your paper. It's really important. So that's it, all that should be in your essay. However, what you do in these individual paragraphs is where the good writing comes in, and we'll be talking about that for the rest of the semester.